Commence primary ignition.
Now, leaving the fantasy realms, it's time to head on over to the cultural phenomenon that is Star Wars. Over in a galaxy far, far away, we have 3 amazing panels for you, including a product panel, another HasLab campaign, and some very special superfans that you don't want to miss. Ashley Eckstein, voice of Ahsoka Tano, and D. Bradley Baker, who voices Captain Rex and Commander Cody. So with that, let's make the jump to Lightspeed and blast over to the Star Wars team for amazing product reveals.
Nice.
Let's welcome Patrick,
and
Emily,
there.
Jing, Chris, Eric, and Vicky with all your Star Wars Black Series and the Vintage Collection news.
Woo!
Fans, we are so excited to be here with you guys today. It's really been an amazing day. We've been tuning in here from our homes, but we are excited that it's finally time for Star Wars. We've got a great day for Star Wars planned for you here today. We've got our brand panel right now with our wonderful team. We've got news. We have a special guest at the end. We've got a lot of reveals. So it's going to be an amazing hour or so. Then we have the launch of our brand new HasLab project. We're so excited about that. So don't go anywhere. And then, as mentioned, we've got that fantastic Clone Wars and Rebels panel at the end. So I'm going to introduce everyone really quickly. We've got myself, I'm Patrick, and Jing from our marketing team at Hasbro. From our design team, we have Vicky, our design director, and then on her team, Chris, Eric, and Emily. So they will all wave. And then we've got a wonderful partnership guest here today, Chris Dern, beaming in from somewhere in the Bay Area, our Lucasfilm partner. We're so thrilled to have him here with us today. So thanks for joining us. We've got a lot to talk about, so we're going to dive right in here. So obviously 2020 has been a unique year. We were so bummed not to have Comic-Con and Celebration, but we're so excited for PulseCon. We do exclusives for every convention, and PulseCon is no different. So we're going to bring you quickly through our PulseCon exclusives, all of which should be available for sale or pre-order.
Great. So we'll start today with the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. So Empire Strikes Back has been woven through our line this entire year, but we wanted to bring it to our convention exclusives. And the Wampa is the perfect opportunity to do so because we haven't done him since 2014. He comes with a new deco scheme based on updated and more accurate references from Lucasfilm. And we also did the clean, non-bloody version of the Wampa. So this is the first time we'll have a clean Wampa in the Black Series line. Just like the original, we still kept the removable arm. And this is a great opportunity to own a piece of the 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back beyond the card backs with this packaging.
The arm still comes
and pay
off.
tribute to the original.
That's right. Now, having the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back is amazing, but we also want to highlight current entertainment and bring great exclusives to the Vintage Collection. So in 2020, you all know Clone Wars returned with a fantastic final season, Season 7. And to celebrate it, we have this new special action figure set. It is of ARC Troopers. It features 3 all-new, never-before-done in the Vintage Collection figures, and we love that we've really been able to get a unique deco and head sculpts for each one, and the portraits on these are really, really great, especially at the scale. So just one additional note, 5s is going to be coming out in our main line later this fall, so check them out.
Our final convention exclusive today, I'm so excited, is the Heroes of Endor pack from Return of the Jedi. It's a beautiful pack. We've never done packaging quite like this. It's 3 seams, 3 dioramas in one, compact enough for you to carry around with you, but you can also display it beautifully on your shelves as well. In contrast to previous higher priced convention exclusives, we really wanted to deliver figure newness with this pack. So we have Han, Luke, and Leia in their Endor outfits, which we've never done before in Black Series 6-inch line, and they will also be joining us in mainline later this year. We also included Paploo and the speeder bike. So Paploo is only the second ever Ewok we've ever done in the Black Series line, And the speeder bike we haven't done since 2018, and it comes with an updated stand as well. So all 3 convention exclusives are available right now for sale or pre-order on Hasbro Pulse.
Awesome. All right, so let's start talking about some other great things in Star Wars. So obviously, The Mandalorian took the world by storm last year. Season 2 is a little over a month away, but the first Season 2 trailer just dropped. We've got a few Mandalorian items to reveal throughout the show, but just to get us all in the right mood, we wanted to play that Season 2 trailer and get goosebumps all over again. So roll that film.
Show me the one whose safety deemed such destruction. You must reunite it with its own kind.
Where?
This you must determine. The songs of eons past tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order of sorcerers called Jedi.
You expect me to search the galaxy and deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers?
This is the way.
You know this is no place for a child. Wherever I go, he goes. So I've heard. This is the way.
I love it. That's amazing. I can't watch that trailer too many times. So The Mandalorian Season 2 is going to be fantastic, and so is Mando Mondays. So on Monday of this week, we revealed some new items, and Mando Mondays was announced. Now, it's not just a one-day launch event like we've done in the past. For nearly 2 months, every Monday, we will have news and reveals. So stay tuned on those Mondays starting October 26th. Make sure you bookmark StarWars.com because it's going to be amazing. All righty, let's dive into our reveals. Who wants to see some reveals? So we're going to start with the Vintage Collection. We do have a few reveals on the panel, but the big vintage news today is our HasLab launch. So stay with us right after the brand panel because that segment's going to be amazing.
Man, they're going to keep teasing us.
All right, so in 2019, we started doing something new and we continued it into 2020. We heard from fans that they wanted to get into the Vintage Collection line, but they had missed out on some of those main characters that we'd done way back years ago. So we started out our specialty waves for our global markets and the US fan channel. We're doing this again for next year, and we're going to show the first wave here at PulseCon.
Yeah.
So who could they be?
Well done.
And here it is, our Spring Vintage Collection specialty wave for 2021. Now I'll go ahead and show off some of these figures while Chris Stern takes you through some of the details we updated on these guys.
Oh, thanks, Emily. Yeah, of course, anytime we can update a figure, whether it's a soft goods or deco or just really offer an improvement in any way possible, we like to do that. So in this case, for Anakin, we went in and thought, well, how can we make the soft goods better? How can we make it more to scale? And we found a better material, and certainly we improved it, which we're really excited about. As well as awesome deco on all the portraits have been updated. So utilizing that new technology, Emily, what is that great new technology we love to see on the portraits?
That's our photoreal technology.
We love that. it looks so awesome, and it really captures the portraits and the likenesses of all of our characters within our universe. So we're thrilled that it's in the 3 3/4 inch scale now.
Absolutely. And next up, we have our battle droid for all of your troop building needs.
Yeah.
He's an awesome one. We've updated, bringing some of the weathering more into the head on this one, just so that it incorporates a little better into the way the body looks. He's going to be a super fun one. And coming up after that, we have Queen Amidala in her ornate black dress.
Yes, and of course, updating the deco, refining those portraits, everything that we love to see when we have the opportunity to offer these again, especially in the vintage collection. Very cool. She looks awesome, Emily.
Yeah, she was a fun one. And coming up after that, we have our TIE pilot.
Yeah.
Oh, one of my favorites. Very cool. And of course, more deco, right? We had the opportunity to add some more deco and improve on him as well.
That's right. We pulled in the one that was actually previously released for the vehicle, which had a nice color scheme.
Very cool.
So that's our vintage collection specialty line. And next up, for a look at the packaging, we're going to be recreating the original releases with these great card backs.
Yeah, they're the same.
Fantastic. All right. And all of these items that we're talking about today will be available for pre-order today around 5 p.m. on Pulse and most major retailers, unless an exclusive retailer is indicated. Great. Fantastic. All right. Our next reveal is also a re-release from earlier in the line, but on a vintage card back for the first time. It ties in with that new entertainment theme, but in this case, it's Clone Wars. It's everyone's favorite clone trooper, Captain Rex. He's on a vintage card back for the first time, and it's really great to see that realistic rendering based on the animation. So again, those pre-order details later today at 5 p.m. And again, stick with us after the panel, after the HasLab segment, for that fantastic Clone Wars panel.
All right. And so next up in our vintage collection reveals is a brand new character in the line. It's also a trooper, and it's also from a new entertainment, but not from Clone Wars. From the Mandalorian, it's our Incinerator Trooper. I thought this guy was pretty awesome on the show with that iconic scene just blasting into the cantina. So let's take a look at him. He's got a great new deco scheme with his red and white armor.
Oh, he looks great.
He's got some new accessories here. We gave him a new flamethrower with that awesome flame blast accessory. He has a new pauldron, and if you can see on the back here, he's also got a fuel tank backpack. So lots of fun detail on him, blasting into stores. And guys, there's going to be more great Mandalorian products in the upcoming months during our Mando Mondays, because we've been continuing to work on getting those Mandalorian collection characters into the vintage collection line. So keep tuning in for Mando Monday reveals.
We'll be back with more vintage news for you later, but for now, we want to share with you some Black Series news. So Black Series is about 7 years old at this point. It's super articulated, 6-inch in scale, premium deco, highly posable, in a sleek, modern packaging. And we just revealed with you the brand new packaging line look just a few months ago. So we'll have reveals today from the prequel, original, sequel, and the Mandalorian. So there's lots to share. And we're going to start today with the prequel trilogy. So we've noticed there's a lot of increased love for the prequel trilogy. We love it too. It's definitely a special era for us as well, especially with the conclusion of Clone Wars and with future entertainment in the prequel trilogy. There's going to be all eyes on this era. We started delivering more prequels last year, but we'll continue that throughout this year and next. So for our first reveal, it's a trooper and it's the prequel. So there is no other more classic in the prequel trilogy than the Phase 1 Clone Trooper. Just like an Imperial Stormtrooper, it was time for a refresh of this classic trooper. It uses our new Clone Trooper scope. It has updated shoulder pads, so it's able to articulate a little bit easier.
Thank you.
It has many more part breaks for cleaner color lines. As you can see, the crisp black and white color scheme of this specific trooper. So now this is our definitive 6-inch Black Series Clone Trooper sculpt, and just in time, as clones have obviously come into the forefront with current entertainment. And take a look at that packaging. We love the new line look. It continues the F2 line after the Walgreens exclusive Clone Trooper Lieutenant. You can see his little elbow peeking out right there. If you place these two packages together, it forms a great montage scene. So excited to bring it to our line.
Absolutely. All righty. Our next reveal from the prequel trilogy. Now, there's a lot of great things about that trilogy, but probably none quite as unique and iconic to the prequel trilogy as this next character. So it has taken him a long time to come to Black Series, long overdue, but his time has come, at least That's what Misa thinks. That's right. It's Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, Jar Jar. He is the latest addition. He's going to be in our deluxe line, given his size. He's a big guy. And the accessories that we just had to include with him. So he comes with Jar Jar's iconic Booma with Addle Addle, the Cesta, that's the name for the spear, and the energy shield. Now, we worked hard on the figure as well. We wanted to get the patterning on the arms and the back of his neck as accurate as possible. And even the photoreal deco, he has it on his face, of course, but also on his eyes, which is kind of unique to this figure. Here's a look at the packaging. He's the first in our Phantom Menace collection, the first look at that color striping, but hopefully we'll see more in the future. All right, so that is it for prequel trilogy characters. But of course, after the prequel trilogy comes the original trilogy. Obviously, this is where it all started, and kind of has even more relevance now that the saga came to a close last year.
Yeah, and our next Black Series reveal from the original trilogy is actually another character from Return of the Jedi to be able to go along with our Heroes of Endor pack we showed earlier. So he's a character from The Empire Strikes Back, but we've never actually done his Return of the Jedi look. So that's right. It's Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. So actually, the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett was our very first Black Series figure back in 2013, and was such an iconic character, we knew we had to do his Return of the Jedi look at some point. So you'll notice on these that these are actually digital renders, which we had to do due to some of the challenges of our current situation, but they still look absolutely fantastic, and the actual product images will be even more accurate to the product. Similar to our Clone Troopers and Stormtroopers we did earlier this year, we really wanted to break him out into as many parts to have clean deco breaks, improved articulation, and really try to make this the definitive Boba Fett. So he is a brand new, all new sculpt for this guy. The rocket on his jetpack is removable, and we added in the blown apart blaster after Luke slices it in half after that iconic scene. And actually, Chris, do you want to talk about some of the other accessories we have in this pack?
Wow, they kidded me.
Yeah, I mean, not only am I excited to add this to my collection because Boba Fett is one of my favorite characters of all time, but because it's a deluxe pack, we're able to lean into some really cool accessories that we haven't had the opportunity to include with him before. And that includes a flamethrower torch at the end of his gauntlet, as well as the rope that he ties up Luke with. If you fans remember in Return of the Jedi, that he obviously escapes pretty easily. He's a Jedi Knight, come on. But we've never had the opportunity to include these accessories before. It's awesome. So it's going to be a great pack.
Yeah, and this is a quick look at the packaging. It continues our Return of the Jedi collection. This is actually our first figure not on Endor that'll be in this packaging. And pre-orders will go live today at around 5 p.m. on Pulse and most other major retailers. So look for it on shelf next spring. And, of course, after the original trilogy is the trilogy that brought it all to a stunning conclusion. So the sequel trilogy, and it was absolutely amazing to see Star Wars back on the big screen, and great to see how it all tied together in the end. Our next reveal for today is a character from the sequel trilogy, and is a different look for that character that we actually saw from the second trailer for The Rise of Skywalker. Oh. So that's right. It is our dark side Vision Ray. So these are digital renders, which was another.
We showed in the vintage collection today, but we are also going to need him in the Black Series because he is that cool. It is the Incinerator Trooper. As you can see, this figure utilizes our definitive new Stormtrooper sculpt. It's newly tooled. Parts for this are the pauldron. He's got this cool backpack, around to the flamethrower, and an even bigger flame than what we've got in vintage collection. Sorry, Emily. Anyways, the deco is really great. We've got a cool weathering effect on all of the his great markings. So super excited about him. He's looking fantastic. All right. So, and as we take a look at a package, this continues our Mandalorian collection, which follows the Beskar Mandalorian and the Imperial Stormtrooper from our first fall wave. Love him.
Awesome. All righty. We've got so much stuff to get through. We're going to move through a little more quickly. Our next item was originally intended as our Celebration exclusive. It's another character from The Mandalorian. It is, in fact, a Mandalorian, but it's not the Mandalorian. That's right. It's the Armorer. This is a fantastic figure. The figure itself will be in mainline later this fall, but this release, the Plan for Convention release, comes with some accessories that are exclusive to this item.
Yeah.
You can see them there on the left, the hot forging hammer and tongs, and the helmet and spark effect, which is fantastic.
Shit, that looks
It also
beautiful.
comes with premium packaging, originally meant for the convention. You can see it's got a great sleeve, unique art on the side of the pack, and it's not numbered. So you can see it on screen there. It looks fantastic. It's a great item, and we're excited for it to come to the line.
All right, well, that's it for Black Series mainline, but there's another Black Series assortment you may remember from 2019, and that's the Archive Collection. Black Series have been around for about 7 years now, and in that time, we've given you so many wonderful figures, and some of them are kind of hard to get now. So we've heard from fans that they want a chance to own some of those foundational characters again. So we launched Archive in 2019 with these characters. We've heard so many great positive responses. In 2020, it went away because we had the 40th anniversary collection, which is a similar thing. But in 2021, we are bringing back Archive, and we're here to share with you the first wave, starting with the figure that you already know because you chose him. It is Clone Commander Cody. All right, fantastic choice for the line. Obviously, extra relevant with the prequel trilogy and the conclusion of the Clone Wars. It's great to have him back. Our next two characters are from Empire Strikes Back. We couldn't fit it in the 40th anniversary collection, but we wanted to get them out there for those fans that are missing these key characters. So our first stop is Luke Skywalker in his Hoth gear. Previously released with the Wampa in 2014. It's been a long time since we've done him. And just like the Wampa, we cleaned up his face so he's not as bruised and bloodied anymore. But we also wanted to get him out there in photoreal deco. So this will be the first time he'll be in photoreal.
He's awesome. And of course, if you have Luke in his Hoth gear, you are going to next need Han Solo in his Hoth gear. The blue coat version of Han was released with the Tauntaun back in 2014. Chris, let's fill the fans in on some of the updated details.
Yes, the major controversy, is it blue, is it brown? Well, I will absolutely let everybody know we went to the archive, we took the team, we double checked, it is brown, and we wanted to make sure that in the whole purpose to update these whenever possible is to make sure that we're matching reference and entertainment as close as we can. So we were able to go with the brown jacket, and the added deco on the face improved. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, he's awesome. All right, so next up in our last one is the final member of the wave. It is Grand Admiral Thrawn, released previously in 2017. We are happy to be getting him back out there again in Archive. He's updated with photoreal deco for the very first time. Really is awesome for the red eyes. It's really great to get him back out there. Let's see. So let's take a look at the whole lineup of Archive. You know, these are on this timeless blister cards, which differentiates them from the original releases. But there is something interesting going on with this version of Archive that Chris might want to elaborate on.
There might be a little logo that is noticeable on the top left corner of these items, but don't worry. We're going to take everybody through that in days to come and be sharing out the initiative throughout the rest of this year. So all I can say is more to come on that.
Oh boy.
Secrets.
Here we go.
All right, next up. So if you're like my family, Star Wars has always been a part of the holidays. You know, you get your time with family and friends, and hopefully you're getting some really cool Star Wars gifts, of course. This year, we are excited to be sharing with you a holiday treat that we would think will be the perfect stocking stuffer for Star Wars fans everywhere. Now, look, a little bit of a peek behind the curtain on this one. When we first showed these concepts to Lucasfilm, they were not excited. We just had a lot of back and forth on these. The team will talk a little bit about that, but we're really happy where they landed. Yeah, Chris is laughing. You should laugh. Black Series fans, you may want to brace yourselves a little, but we are delighted to share with you the Holiday Edition collection. Eric, kick us off.
Yep, let's take a look at the first one. So our first figure in the Holiday Edition is a Snowtrooper. So of course it had to start with a Snowtrooper. And as you can see, we these figures all come with accessories that are a little bit new and unique to these characters. It wouldn't have come with them in the past. And they're all decoed in a nice festive way. They come with decoed socks, come with a festive deco scarfed Porg or Porglin. And these actually came a little bit later as we were trying to decide what all came with these packs and what made sense. And actually, Chris, do you want to elaborate a little bit more on that with the whole process?
Sure. Yes. So time will tell. If fans love this, we're right on board, because this was a lot of conversation, a lot of design and development, and a lot of convincing to take our characters and celebrate the holidays with them with these executions. So, and part of that was we looked at these little buddies that all of them come with, and they were so cute, so amazing, and added a really nice accessory item into the package. I love the buddies. I can't help it. I'm going to have to get these for the little buddies. So it came out really great. You guys did a great job and really convinced us that there was something here.
Yeah, we are absolutely thrilled with how they turned out. We're happy that we were able to work through everything and get something that was truly unique to Black Series. And the packaging also looks really cool. I have a image here of it in pack. I have it looks really cool with the white background. The figures really pop on the figure or on the package itself. We're really happy with how these turn out. And pre-orders today for this one is at 5 p.m. on Walmart, and you can look for it on shelf this fall.
Awesome. All right. So the Snow Trooper is great, but he's a little 40 years ago. So if you're looking for a modern holiday edition trooper, look no further than the Holiday Edition Sith Trooper. So he's got another great look. I've got him right here. He's on the screen. So he's got another great look with those great socks. Those striped socks, basically, we wanted a through line through all of the figures, so we added those in. He also comes with an accessory inspired by Nerf blasters he must have received as a gift. And he has a scarf, right out of Lando's closet. So, Chris Stern, do you want to talk to us about his little buddy and that scarf?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the little buddies, they make the packages so awesome. So I'm a little jealous that everybody has one, but me, I haven't even been able to hold one of these yet.
We'll send you one, Chris. No worries.
So the Hasbro team did an awesome job coming up with the package and the graphics on the package, which are unique to each figure, which is really cool for the collection in general. But if you look at the scarf, very closely at the scarf on your screen, you're going to see that we captured those snowflakes with the trooper's helmet on there. So just a really nice little detail. And again, I mean, the team, myself, we love details. What can we add to this? How can we make it look that much cooler? So again, just a great job. Really fun figure. And of course, the little buddy is my favorite.
Absolutely. So as Eric mentioned, I've got a sample here as well. So the package varies slightly on each figure, but again, they stand together as a collection. So you can see those unique snowflakes custom to each figure, but a great collection. So this one's a Best Buy exclusive, so check it out there.
Look, those are all great, but guys, if you get invited to an ugly sweater party, then the Holiday Edition Clone Trooper may be your trooper of choice. He is armed with a candy cane striped weapon, so do not insult the ugly sweater that he is rocking. Hopefully we can get a look at this. He has got an amazing deco scheme. It's a complex sweater stitch pattern made possible by our digital printing process. It's just the first time we've used it for photoreal, for anything other than photoreal faces. So very cool new addition there.
It came out great. And Vicky, is it safe to say that is one of your favorite ones?
It is. He's got the Death Star flanked by TIE fighters. This thing kicks butt.
She was very excited about the ugly sweaters that we could do on these figures. So,
yeah, and Chris's favorite.
I love the holiday buddies that come with these figures.
All right.
Wow, it definitely feels like a competition, and these are so great. They're so fun, but you can't go wrong with a classic. And what is more classic Then the Holiday Edition Stormtrooper, another weapon from the Elite Praetorian Guard, an ice weapon with blue on the top, and another great ugly sweater. All of these patterns were actually created in-house by our talented and wonderful model shop artist, Laura. And she created the base patterns as you see here. Chris, do you want to tell us a little bit more about them?
Sure, yeah. Ugly sweater or awesome sweater? I mean, I think we have to clearly define that. It's got an AT-AT on it, and to me, it's awesome. But, I mean, I digress. Can we focus on that little buddy that comes in there, though? Is that a little snow cord? What is that?
Yeah.
Ah, that's awesome. Yep, that's awesome. Love it.
You see what we have to work with here.
They're so cute.
It took the buddies to convince us that this was just going to make it all awesome. So,
all right, bring us home, man.
Very cool.
Eric, I think we've got the last one.
Yep. So all of these troopers seem to be elves, and obviously they will need a leader. So we have our Holiday Edition Range Trooper, and he is with his holiday-inspired look. So this is him actually right here. So he comes with the Sith Trooper Sword Baton, which is another ice weapon, kind of similar to what we've done in the other figures, trying to get that blue tint in there. And Chris, you also want to talk about some of the accessories with this figure as well.
I mean, I'd love to, because I keep going right back to the little characters that we have featured in their holiday get-up, celebrating the holidays like none other. So we, of course, have one of our favorite droids from one of our new, I think it's the latest and greatest movie. But you can see him in his wonderful holiday gear, celebrating the holidays.
Do your homework, kids. Come on.
So the pre-order today is at 5 p.m. on Target for this item in particular, and look for it on shelf this fall. And that is actually all of the figures, so let's take a look at the entire collection together. So we are really happy with how all these look together. We think they look great as a set. We're excited for you guys to get them in hand.
They came out great. I mean, they really look great as a collection. Great job, everybody.
And for our final fan reveal for the day, we go to our Force Effects Elite Lightsaber segment. So we introduced this segment last year to revolutionize premium roleplay. And we'll take a quick look at the first three we've done and revealed. So Kylo Ren last year, Darth Revan earlier this year, and then Emperor Palpatine on an earlier live stream. But our next reveal, going out to some more recent entertainment and one of a favorite character of ours from season 7, is Ahsoka Tano's lightsaber. So this thing's awesome. It has all the same details as all the other Force Effects Elite lightsabers. That metal hilt, the great effects in the blade, all the clashing effects, all that stuff, molten glow in the tip. But this one also comes with the 3-color blade. So you can switch the blade between blue and green and a nice yellow to reflect all those different blade colors that Ahsoka uses in Clone Wars. And then also, like the Revan saber, you can see it there in the photo. This one also comes with that crystal chamber, which will reflect whichever color blade you choose, and then will hold that charge as you take it out for display. And then a quick look at the packaging for this thing. This is such an amazing package. I mean, just like it fits right in with our other Force Effects Elites. But in this one, we've gone with the blue of that Ahsoka saber, really nice. But then also done a really amazing photoreal version of Season 7 Ahsoka here. So just a great illustration and a final quick look at all 4 of the FX Elite sabers we've done so far.
Fantastic. All right. So just a reminder again, pre-orders start around 5 p.m. on Pulse or the indicated retailer. And just a reminder, that's around 5 p.m. Some retailers might not be live at that point. So just try to be patient. They will be up eventually. All righty. So that is the end of our reveals for the day for this brand panel segment. But we have a little final segment and a special guest appearance here that we will unveil in a couple seconds. So we're going to talk about 3 of our different segments, different areas within the Star Wars Hasbro portfolio. And then we will unveil how they all make sense in a second. So Emily's going to talk to us about Mission Fleet.
All right, so the first of the 3 is our newly launched expression, Star Wars Mission Fleet. That's the scale that unlocks the world of Star Wars vehicles for kids. And next up, here's a sampling of the full launch line of Mission Fleet. We really leaned into action play here, battling with interchangeable projectile launchers that you can gear your vehicle up with in different port locations, or if you purchase multiple sets, you could just load up all those launchers onto one vehicle for an awesome effect. The big hero vehicle of this line is the Millennium Falcon. It has great play with this mini rig tank that can deploy from the forward mandible for some ground missions for Han, and it's got this double firing launcher on top for extra firepower. And the details inside are awesome. It opens up in the back for interior play with the Dejaric table. It can fit a pilot inside the cockpit hatch. And that's our Mission Fleet Falcon.
Yeah, and that Falcon is really cool. And another place that the Falcon actually popped up is in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which actually opened up last year. It's a completely new immersive Star Wars experience. And we actually partnered with Target to launch a Galaxy's Edge experience within Target to make you feel like you are at the park in Target. It has a great range of products, including this item, the Vintage Collection Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And the amount of detail here is absolutely crazy. And it was a great opportunity to deliver both this version both the version inspired by the original trilogy and also the new version inspired by Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So it comes with complete new deco, swappable radar dish, and lights and sounds.
I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe.